There's a wonderful poem doing the rounds on social media at the moment, beautifully recited and so very well written by Peter Thomas. The poem pays tribute to his uncle Basil, who fought in World War II as a rat of Tobruk. Now that's something he has in common with my own grandfather, Barney, who was also a member of that legendary species, the rats of Tobruk. I wonder if Basil and Barney crossed paths over there in the desert. There he is on the wall behind me, my grandfather alongside my grandmother. And on another spot on the wall, there he is again, young digger Barney McCall, about to head over to Tobruk and do battle. I thought it was time for a little bit of show and tell. Francis John McCall, better known as Barney, of the 2nd 15th. He's largely responsible for the Anzac spirit that flows through my veins. He left me with a lot of things, including these little beauties. Let me open that up for you. First of all, Barney's ID bracelet. It's more like a leather necklace that he would have worn through his campaigns in Tobruk and also New Guinea. You can see what's written on the front there. FJ McCall, his regiment number, and RC, which I assume stands for Roman Catholic, especially considering what's strapped to the back. And this is probably my favourite. My grandfather loved to play the harmonica. Mouth organs of all shapes and sizes, and this is probably the smallest. Unleash it. Have a look at that. What a little ripper. Let me see if I can get it up the right way. The little lady, which Barn would have played in the trenches of the desert in Tobruk. One of his best. And inside here is the story that I wrote for Barney and his mates a long, long time ago when I was a very, very young poet. The soldier says a prayer as he breathes the desert air. He shuts his eyes, but knows he has to open them and look at the war that he is in. It's a war he has to win. It's a day that he'll remember. He has landed in Tobruk. With survival on his mind and his loved ones left behind, the enemy in front of him, his back against the seas. The dust is up his nose, in his eyes and through his clothes. The flies are never far, and if they are, then it's the fleas. Well, there's nowhere he can go except the desert floor below. So the digger earns his tag by doing just exactly that. An inner strength is found as he burrows in the ground. Then the sand becomes his shelter, and the man becomes a rat. The only heat respite is in the chill that haunts the night. He is hungry, and the battle is forever in his ears. But he doesn't know surrender. No, he's determined to defend her, and his mates are there to laugh with him and take away his fears. And the mateship lifts his hopes when they've got him on the ropes. The boys are always there, although he knows he'll lose a few, and the world seems rather grim, but he knows they died for him, and it only makes him dig in more to see the battle through. The rats refused to budge. It had been an 8-month trudge. They defended what they had to with a spirit fierce and brave. Then when news came through of peace and the bullet fire ceased, the memories were something he would carry to his grave. Now the soldier says a prayer for the ghosts he knows are there, for the days that now are legend in the pages of a book. But no matter where he's at, he is proud to be a rat, and we are just as proud of him, a hero of Tobruk.